Hello everyone. Welcome to Raos Academy for Competitive Examinations. This is Eswar Kumar. So in this video, we will cover important information and themes related to UPSC Prelims 2025 examination from the subject Environment and Ecology. And we know that exam is going to be happen on May 25th of 2025. So this video is going to be very helpful to the aspirants who are going to appear for UPSC Prelims 2025. So don't miss this video. So watch this video to the ending so that you will get a lot of information, and also you are able to attempt all the questions from environment and ecology subject, right? So let us discuss. So this is Ishwar Kumar. Let us start. Let us discuss. See, my dear friends. So the basics of environment and ecology, right? See here. So what are the things that you need to cover here? First thing is that you need to know the definitions. You need to know the definitions of each and every term which belongs to environment and ecology. Because there was a questions like what is the basic definitions in the previous year questions, like what is ecotone, what is ecosystem. So these are the type of questions appear in the UPSC prelims papers, right? So that's why you have to know about the basics. You have to know its definition, each and every definition of the concepts which was present in environment and ecology. And you have to know that it functions of ecosystem, food chain, web, symbiosis, pollination, like the terms. And also you have to know about biochemical cycles, because previous time there was a questions related to carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, sulfur cycle. So that's why you should maintain some idea related to biochemical cycles. Then after that, common sense based questions. Some questions were common sense based questions. So with the common sense, you are able to answer those questions. And some questions are conceptual questions, like they're asking about the definitions. Okay, so you have to maintain the concepts, conceptual knowledge. Then after that, PYQs repetition. Sometimes PYQs are repeating. So even I will show the proof related to it. So that's why before going to appear for UPSC Prelims 2025, you have to maintain some knowledge. You have to at least read or practice these PYQs twice or thrice. And also you have to know the each and every information related to the options which was given to that question. Okay, so for example, for every question there will be four options. So you have to know its definition, its meaning, and its background concept of that four options. Because that four options, one of the four options, among that options, one option sometimes may be the question in the next year. Okay, so that's the thing happening here. So don't worry, I will discuss all these things in this video, right? So let us start. See, my dear friends, see, these are the questions. The questions related to like conceptual. So these are conceptual based questions, right? See here. So which of the following have species that can establish symbiotic relationship with other organisms? Simply there we have to know about symbiotic. What is the meaning of symbiotic? And we have to know it's a species. Like they have given the species like uh, neurons, fungi, and protozoa. So what is the answer here? Yes, D is the answer. Means all these organisms so exhibit the symbiotic relationship. So what is symbiotic? What is a symbio? What is this meaning for symbiotic relationship? Means the organisms which mutually depend on each other. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So like symbiotic relationship. So this question was came in the year 2021, and the same symbiotic association means symbiotic relationship. The question came in the year 2014. Means you can see here. So symbiotic association. This concept was asked in the year 2014, and again the same related to same area question came in the year 2021. So what I mean to say here is that here the questions are repeating, means not exactly the same sentence are repeating, the concepts are repeating. Okay, so here in UPSC the same questions won't repeat anywhere, but the related concepts will repeat. There is a chance of repetition. So that's why previous year questions plays a major role. And coming to here, the questions like, which of the following leaf modifications occurs in the desert areas to inhibit water loss? So here asking about related to leaf modification. So this question came in the year 2018. 2018. The same leaf modification word and the same related concept you can find when in the year 2013. Leaf modifications and leaf modifications. Have you know that? 2013 and 2018. So, so here the questions are repeating, means the concepts are repeating. So that's why you have to know some idea over it. Okay. And coming to here, one more question. Let's see. Common sense based questions. So they are the common sense based questions. See here. Consider the following statements. So this question was in the year 2023. So like some mushrooms have medical properties. Is it true or false? You have to find out. And some mushrooms have psychoactive properties. Some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. Some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties. See, my dear friends, these are the common sense based questions. Why I am saying this question is a common sense based question? Here, some keyword is there. So, some. So, we don't know all the species, all the mushroom species on the earth. We might have known 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 like that. But we might not know all the mushroom species which was existed on this earth. Okay, clear. So some mushrooms may have medical properties, but we might know it. Clear. What I am saying, have you understood that? There may be a chance, a probability. Some mushrooms can have the medical properties. So here the word is some, means somewhere in the earth, somewhere on the earth, there is a chance. So that's why we can say that it is a true. And one more thing, some mushrooms have psychoactive properties, may have, but we cannot say that psychoactive properties not existed on earth. We can't say, but they may be how their existence may be on the earth, but we might not know. So that's why in this case we can say that 2 is also true. Option 2 is also true. And some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. Yeah, there is a chance they may have, but the same thing. So 3 also right. And some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties, means which can exhibit the light. Bioluminescent means they can exhibit some light phenomena due to the chemical reactions. Maybe there is a chance, but chance is there, right? There is a chance. So that's why we can go for fourth option is also right. So directly we can say that all the 4 options are correct. So this is the common sense based question, because without common sense we can put the right answer. We can get the right answer. Clear or not? With our common sense, we can get the right answer. Clear? Remember it. Next, consider the following. So, like this question came in the year 2024. See here, how many of the above have poisonous species among them? So, here the options, they have given the options as 1 butterflies, 2 fish, 3 frogs. Common sense based question. Why it is a common sense? Because yeah, butterflies may have poisonous. Okay, so means they can exhibit the poisonous. Maybe they were poisonous species. Chance is there. So we can go for one. And fish, and some short like shark fish like that fishes were there. So they have the poisonous nature. Some fish like electric fishes were there. So they have poisonous nature. So there is a chance. Even frogs also. We cannot say that only non-poisonous frog species were existed on the earth. We cannot say. There may be a chance of happening somewhere. There may be chance of existence somewhere on the earth. Clear. So there is a chance. So finally we can go that C is the answer for this question. So these are the common sense based questions. Clear. Next, one more question. Asked in the year 2022. If rainforest and tropical forest are the lungs of the earth, then surely, clear. So if rainforest and tropical forest are the lungs of the earth, then surely wetlands function as its kidneys. Clear, kidneys. So which one of the following functions of wetlands best reflects the above statement? Simply he is saying that rainforest and tropical forest are acting as a lungs, means they are purifying. So lungs means they are the they means like they are the organs for respiration, purification. Clear. And wetlands, saying that wetlands functions as its earth kidneys, means they are the grinding the materials. In the similar way, we can say that what is the main work of kidneys? Filtration, blood filtration. They remove the intoxicants. Wetlands remove the intoxicants, toxins, clear, from the earth, from the atmosphere. Clear. The similar way, so we have to find the most suitable one. See here, the water cycle in wetlands involves surface runoff, subsoil percolation, and evaporation. So all the options like, well, let's go for the fourth. Aquatic plants absorb heavy metals and excess nutrients. Directly go for the D option. Clear. See. So what is the work of kidneys? It absorbs the intoxicant. It absorbs the toxins from the blood. The main work of kidneys is that it absorbs the toxins from the blood. Blood. It do the purification process. Clear. It do the purification process. So, like the D option also saying that aquatic plants absorb heavy metals and excess nutrients. So what is it doing? Aquatic plants, what they are doing? They are absorbing the materials, heavy materials. So where we can find aquatic plants? We can find aquatic plants in wetlands. Means what is wetland? It is a phenomena. It is a land. It is a landscape which has a continuous water. Clear. What is wetland? It is a land surface, it is land mass, it is a land phenomena which has the continuous water. So, what are the plants present in wetlands? We can call them as aquatic plants. Clear. Aquatic plants. Even, for example, if you want one example that Sundarbans, Sundarban wetland, Sundarban mangroves, they are the wetlands. Clear. So whatever this, wherever the Sundarbans trees present there in that wetlands, what they are doing? They are removing the toxins from the water. They are acting like a mangroves, which comes under wetlands. They are filtering the heavy metals which is present in the water. Okay. So matches it. So finally for this question, D is the answer, right? So D is the answer. So such type of common sense questions, common sense based questions are coming here, right? So that's the thing. And after that, some important topics, themes are repeating frequently. Like among that, pollination is the one. See here, pollination. What is it? So like, which one of the following shows a unique relationship with an insect that has co-evolved with it, and that is the only insect that can pollinate this tree. Okay. So here means here the question is related to pollination. So it was asked in the year 2024. Of course, fig is the answer for this question. Yeah, fig is the answer. Clear? Pig is the answer. Okay. So right. So pollination came in the 2024. The same pollination came in the year 2012. Same pollination came in the year 2012. Same pollination came, like the concept related to pollination came in the year 2012. The same pollination, like pollination of crops, clear, pollination, when they asked in the year 2011. So what I mean to say here is that questions are repeating. So what you have to do, you have to put the concentration on PYQs as well, and also its options. Clear. See, wait. So in the year 2011, pollination of crops, it was one of the option for this question. And in the year 2012, and again they asked about pollination. So in the option, in the C, like in an option. And after that, in the year 2012, like pollination. So here the pollination you can find. And in the 2024, pollination is a word asked in the question itself. Pollination is a word asked in the question itself. Right? So that's the importance. That's important. So have an idea about pollination, definition for pollination, pollinating agents as well. And after that, in the year 2017, and again, pollination word is in the options. Clear? So pollination is a very important one. So try to know about it. Of course, don't worry. And I will make some more videos on it, on these areas. Means like, as I said in the previous time, I said that pollination. I will make some more videos in the upcoming series. So for that, what you have to do, you have to follow us. You have to subscribe our YouTube channel for regular updates. So that's the thing you have to do. Okay. So that gives up some encouragement to us, so that we can make more number of videos at free of cost for the public, for the students, for the aspirants. Next, coming to here, pollination. So due to some reasons, if there is a huge fall in the population of species of butterflies, what could be its likely consequences? 2017 question. So here, like pollination is the word. Next, after that, biogeochemical cycles. As I said, so biogeochemicals are very important. Okay, so you can find that. So like a question is really like in the year 2011, there is a question related to cycles, and we know that biogeochemicals, like biogeochemical cycles, as per the syllabus, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, sulfur cycle. They are the most important cycles. Clear? They are the most important cycles, like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur. These are the most important cycles. Clear? So like question related to carbon cycle. When in the year 2011, question related to question related to biogeochemical cycles in the year 2021. Clear? Next, in the year 2021, question related to carbon cycle. Okay, so that's why these cycles are very important. And after that, some questions are non-solvable. We cannot get the solution. For some questions, we cannot get the solutions. Like you can see, consider the following. So this question came in the year 2024. Like 1, carabid beetles or centipedes, 3, flies, and 4, termites, and 5, wasps. Parasitoid species are found in how many of the above kind of organisms? So this is the question. Why UPSC had asked this question in the year 2024? Why? What is the reason for it? Because it was in the news. So this area was this was in the news. So that's why they have asked it. But in general, with the common sense, we cannot answer these questions. And also after reading the, like what we call the general textbooks, so reading those textbooks also, those material also, we were unable to answer this question. Like some questions may not be solvable. Okay, so for that, so what we have to do, we have to skip them. If you know the answer, you can put the right, or else you can go for the guessing work. If not possible, just leave them. Okay, that's the thing. And one more question. Actually, it was published in the newspaper, like new genes of parasitoid wasp dedicated to artery. So parasitoids are the most important natural enemies of other insects, and humans exploit this behavior for biological control of a crop pest. Clear? What is the answer? Parasitoid wasp. Parasitoid wasps. Okay. So actually it is related to current affairs. Next after that. Which of the following organism perform waggle dance for others of their kin to indicate the direction and distance to a source of their food? Okay. So it is also related to current affairs. So like the information was published in the newspaper. Like, so he is asking about what are the insects, what are the organisms that exhibit, that perform the waggle dance. So, like it is an article published in the newspapers. So, like inspired by honeybees, scientists teach robots to communicate with waggle dance. So, waggle dance, honeybees, waggle dance, honeybees, matching, right? So, like it is related to current affairs. It is related to articles which was published in the various newspapers. And coming to here, unlocking secrets of the honeybee dance language. So, like honeybees possess one of the most complicated examples of non-human communication, right? So that's the thing. Clear. So how we can answer this type of questions? By regularly following current affairs, by regularly following newspapers. Clear. Next after that, one more important information. Next, repetition. So here the questions are repeating. Consider the following kinds of organisms. So like 2021. See here. Like, so here they have given copepods and cyanobacteria and diatoms and foraminifera. So here the question is that which of the above are primary producers in the food chains of oceans? So simply we have to identify primary producers in the food chain. Clear? So right. So see here, diatoms. The same thing was replicated in the year 2014. Clear? Like which one of the following is the correct sequence of a food chain? You can find here diatom cycle, diatoms. Clear? And also bacteria. With reference to the food chains in ecosystem, which of the following kinds of organism known as decomposer organism or organisms? 2013. Clear? Bacteria. Okay. So related to the same concept. Related to the same concept. Next, one more thing. Carbon. Like focus on the issues like carbon generation, carbon neutrality, carbon trading, carbon protection, because these are the present trending topics in the newspapers and also in conference of parties, like in and also these are related to climate change. And also our government of India had launched one campaign. What is that campaign? Mission Life, lifestyle for environment. It is a campaign. So government of India had launched Mission Life. So life, right? So LIFE, like this we can write. Okay, so life. So life means lifestyle for environment. So it is a life means mission. It was launched by government of India. So Mission Life, it is a program launched by government of India for what? For what? To protect our climate, to protect our environment. And also, we have set our goal that by 2070, we have to reach, we have to reach net zero emissions. Clear. We have to reach net zero emissions by 2070. So to achieve net zero emissions, what we have to do? We have to reduce the pollution. Our lifestyle will be should be favorable and friendly to the environment. So that's why the guidelines related to friendliness to the environment, those are incorporated in mission life, or else we can say that life campaign. Clear. So that's a very important one, most important one. Next, here, like we can see here, like what I said, carbon, the right, like the terms like carbon programs, we have to know, because you can see here, global carbon emissions, well, 2024, 2021, blue carbon, clear, blue carbon. Next, 2023, and again carbon capture and sequestration, carbon capture and sequestration. Repeating or not? Whether they are repeating or not, repeating here. Next, after that, again carbon footprints, reduce carbon footprints. When? In the year 2020. Repeating or not? The like questions are coming related to carbon or not? Coming. So carbon is very important. Next, in the year 2020, social cost of carbon. Social cost of carbon. Repeating or not? Repeating. Okay, most important one. Next, hydro enriched CNG. So HCNG. Okay, repeating a carbon fertilization. Well, in the year 2017. So, what you have to know? The like information related to carbon is very important. Next, after that, and here, like global warming, carbon dioxide, due to carbon dioxide, coal-based thermal power stations. Coal is nothing but carbon, right? Coal is nothing but carbon. Okay. So, like questions related to carbon, they're coming. Next, climate change and also impact on oceans is also very important. So, climate change, the questions related to climate change, the questions related to impact on oceans are coming in the examination. See here, see here, conceptual and CA based questions. So, reason for climate change, we have to know that reason for climate change. We have to know about the impact of climate change on environment and also on flora and fauna. We have to know the impact of climate change on flora and fauna, means on animals and also on trees and plants. We have to know the impact of climate change. Next, mitigation of climate change in India as well as international. So, to protect our climate, to stop the change of the climate, what our India is doing, and what international bodies are doing, what international platforms are doing. Okay, so means not to allow the change of the climate. So we have to know those things. Like summits happen related to climate change. Like we know that every time, every year COP is happening. Conference of parties is happening. So we know that recently to COP 27, 28. So those COPs, Conference of Parties, which are related to climate change happen. So how to maintain some idea related to them. Clear. You have to know some idea related to them. Next after that, see here. So India, seventh most vulnerable country to climate change. So as per the economic survey. So as per the economic survey is saying that India is the seventh most vulnerable country. So it is impact. It is impact. So climate change is showing much impact on India. Okay. And after that, we can find chlorofluorocarbons, hydrofluorocarbons, chlorofluorocarbons. So these are related to what? Climate change. So like hydrofluorocarbons. So, and we can say them as a HFC, hydrofluorocarbons. So, these are the reasons for global warming. These are the reasons for global warming, and also these hydrofluorocarbons are reason for ozone depletion. Ozone depletion means ozone depletion means you can see right. See, in general, the state of ozone is a symbol of ozone is O3. So whenever hydrofluorocarbons, for example, if you take chlorine, for example, chlorine is released into the atmosphere. So whenever chlorine released into the atmosphere, chlorine released into the atmosphere, what will happen? What will happen? This chlorine will react with O3 molecule, with ozone, and finally it will be converted into oxygen and ClO, oxochloride. Clear? So finally, what is happening? O3 means ozone. Whenever it reacts with chlorine, whenever chlorine passes through to the whenever chlorine passes into the stratosphere, where we can find this ozone, we can find ozone in stratosphere. Whenever chlorine or else hydrofluorine or else hydrogen compounds releases into the atmosphere, and finally when they reach into the stratosphere where ozone is lying, so what is happening? These hydrofluorocarbons or chlorofluorocarbons are doing interaction with ozone, and finally O3 is breaking down into O2, oxygen, and also chlorate. So finally what is happening here? Ozone is converting into oxygen, means in the what ultimate thing is happening, ozone is depleting. So if there is no ozone in the stratosphere, what will happen? Ultraviolet B rays. So ultraviolet rays which are coming from the sun are directly penetrate into the troposphere. So whenever the ultraviolet rays directly hitting the surface of the earth, or else hitting directly like a flora and fauna, what is happening? It results into occurrence of the cancer. Sometimes whenever UV rays directly fall on the skin of a person, what will happen? The skin will be peeled off. What will happen? Skin will be peeled off. So skin cancer, persons may get skin cancer. So these are the negative consequences of not having ozone in the stratosphere. So it is a very dangerous situation. Okay, so who are the responsible? Who are the responsible persons behind the depletion of ozone? We ourselves. What we are doing? Simply we are releasing chlorofluorocarbons, hydrofluorocarbons into the atmosphere, and we are the reason behind the depletion of the ozone, and we are the reason behind that directly hitting of ultraviolet radiation from the sun towards the earth into the atmosphere, into the troposphere. Who are the reason? We are the reason. Okay, so we have to do our own business instead of disturbing our climate. Okay, next, so question related to hydrofluorocarbons. Here chlorofluorocarbons, 2012 2019, methane hydrate. Okay, next after that, nitrogen oxides, nitrogen oxides. Next, global temperatures, the pre-industrial levels. So these are related to what? Climate change. Next, phytoplankton of an ocean. So questions are coming from like related to ocean bodies. Where do we find phytoplankton? You find phytoplankton inside of the oceans. Where we can find in inside of the oceans. Next area. Okay. So in the next video, we will discuss some more concepts related to the same environment and ecology. So before moving to the next video, please subscribe our Raos Academy YouTube channel. Okay, so Raos Academy for competitive examinations is a platform will be behind you to achieve your dream job. So before that, please subscribe.